So now we are going to see about quantum dots. Quantum dots are one of the type of nanomaterials, and in these quantum dots are semiconductor crystals with a core shell structure. You know what is core shell structure? So shell means an outer cover will be there with a core material. That is core shell structure, and a diameter that typically ranges from 2 to 10 nanometer. So the quantum dots, which are semiconductor nanocrystals, are 2 to 10 nanometer, which is less than 100 nanometer, and so they are called as zero dimensional particles. They display unique electronic properties intermediate between those of bulk semiconductor and discrete molecules. So bulk semiconductor, we know in nanotechnology, bulk semiconductor means accumulation of particles, but here we are having it as zero dimensional, and so it is having the unique electronic properties intermediate between those of bulk semiconductor and discrete molecules. Based on energy level we are telling this. So they have potential applications in electronic and optoelectronic devices. So the example is given over here. Whenever a blue light of 450 nanometer wavelength is passed over quantum dots of various sizes, it emits different color light. So if the quantum dot size is 2 nanometer, it emits light blue color, and if the quantum dot is 2.5 nanometer, the blue light will be changed to green light, and for 3 nanometer light green, for 5 it is orange, for 6 nanometer quantum dot it emits red light. So they have potential applications in electronic as well as optoelectronic devices based on this color change when light is passed over them. This is the best example, and these quantum dots are having unique optical properties, as we have seen already. Based on the size of the particle, the emitting color has changed. The most characteristic property is that their color is size dependent, and it can be controlled during synthesis itself. So this synthesis arises as a result of quantum confinement effect. In the basic itself, we have seen what is quantum confinement effect. So quantum confinement means based on the size it occurs. So smaller dots emit high energy light, that is blue in color, whereas larger dot emits low energy red light. So this blue light is having higher energy and this red light is having lower energy. This is given over here. So this blue energy is emitted from smaller dot, and the red light which is having lower energy is from larger dot. So larger dots won't emit the colors which has to be changed based on the size. So the figure shows size, as size increases a redshift is observed, that is whenever the size increases, low energy light is emitted. So the quantum dot fluorescence occurs when the excited electron moves from the conduction band to its valence band, emitting a photon with a lower wavelength than the one absorbed. This is electron hole recombination process, as we have already studied. So this is the fluorescence lifetime, and over the fluorescence lifetime we are having valence band and conduction band. Valence band is the ground state, where conduction band is the excited state. The excited electrons moves from conduction band to valence band, emitting a photon with a longer wavelength than one absorbed for electron hole recombination process. These quantum dots can emit light at wavelengths ranging from ultraviolet to infrared, and the emitted energy is having light waves, and so the based on the different energy levels, it gives different light, different color light, and so the lifetime over here, because of the emission of energy due to excited electron, is given as fluorescence lifetime. So the property of quantum dot include high photostability, high quantum yield, and high molar extinction coefficients, which is probably 10 to 100 times those of organic dyes. So these quantum dots have narrow symmetrical intense emission at a specific wavelengths, and so the light waves are very narrow with a high energy ranging from ultraviolet to infrared colors. Then the next property based on energy bands. Within the optical property itself, based on energy band, we have to see the band gap of quantum dots exhibits a never observed before direct relationship to their size. So see, the band gap is the energy is to move electrons from conduction band to valence band to excite energy. The energy band here is inversely proportional to the size of the quantum dot. So whenever the size decreases, the energy gap increases, which is just contrary to that of the theories behind electrons. There is a metal semiconductor ratios. We can vary the energy band gap by changing the size of the quantum dot. Changing the size of the quantum dot itself, we can change the energy. But in electronics, we have studied as the number of electrons, free electrons present in the valence band changes the position of energy band. This property of quantum dot makes it possible to use them in a variety of applications. So here, how this quantum confinement effect works. The quantum confinement effect is observed when the size of the particle is too small to be comparable to the wavelength of the electron. So as the size of the particle decreases till it reaches a nanoscale, the decrease in confining dimension makes the energy level discrete, and this increases up the band gap, and ultimately the band gap energy also increases. See, for bulk material the energy is given over here as, see, for a particle decreases, it will reach a nanoscale. So it is continuous. Whenever it comes with quantum well, it is having a step, that is for particular energy level it's having particular fluorescence, and for particular energy level it's having one particular level of fluorescence, like that. And whenever 1D it becomes somewhat discrete, and for 0D sharp light wave is observed. So since the band gap and wavelength are inversely proportional to each other, the wavelength decreases with the decrease in size, and the proof is emission of blue radiation. So whenever the size decreases, the intensity of light increases over here, and it becomes very sharp, as we are seeing in the zero dimensional light wave. So this is the optical property of quantum dot. So first we have to see how the energy is present, how the energy varies and the color varies within the quantum dot emission, and how the fluorescence occurs with the excited electron, and then the energy level, then quantum confinement based on the shape. Then we will see one example, that is cadmium selenide quantum dot. The fluorescence induced by exposure to ultraviolet light in vials containing various sized cadmium selenide quantum dots is given over here. So the material what we have used is same, but the exposure to the nanoparticle changes the color. So a quantum dot is a semiconductor nanostructure that confines the motion of conduction band electrons, valence band holes or excitons, that is a pair of conduction band electron and valence band hole, in all three spatial directions. This is the perfect definition for quantum dot. So quantum dot works out with conduction band electrons, valence band holes and excitons in three spatial directions. So this is the definition for quantum dot. And quantum dot can be synthesized using 4 different methods: colloidal synthesis, plasma synthesis, solvothermal synthesis, aqueous and hydrothermal synthesis. So colloidal means the collision between the different energies, and plasma synthesis, so making of plasma. We will see these things over the synthesis of other materials, because quantum dot is very minute in size, and this is the first type we are seeing. In the next steps we will see how the synthesis process has been done. So the figure shows the cadmium sulfide quantum dot on cells. So these are the types with which from the colloidal, that is collisions, plasma materials, then solvothermal solutions, and from aqueous, that is water, how the synthesis of quantum dots has done. This is given over here. And the quantum dot applications are, some of the applications of quantum dots include, these are used in solar cells, photocatalytes, lasers, quasi LEDs, then in computing and biology. And in particular they are used as antibodies, sensors, in batteries, and in cancer diagnosis. So that's all about the quantum dots. Thank you.